Now we are going to see how to count and do some very simple arithmetic using this simplified version of the Yupana. The way that we make numbers on a Yupana is by placing beads on these rectangles with different numbers of dots in them. And there are two basic rules we need to follow. The first one is that each rectangle is only allowed to have one bead in it at a time. And the other rule is we have to make each number using as few beads as possible. So let's see how we count to 20. We start by putting a bead in the units column on the rectangle with one dot. That's how we make a 1. To make a 2, we move the bead to the rectangle with 2 dots. 3, we move the bead to the rectangle with 3 dots. To make 4, there's no rectangle with 4 dots, so we add another bead on the rectangle with 1 dot. 3 plus 1 is 4. For 5, we can put a bead on the rectangle with 5 dots and take this one away. For 6, we add a bead on the rectangle with 1 dot. 5 plus 1 is 6. For 7, we go here. 5 plus 2 is 7. For 8, 5 plus 3 is 8. To make 9, we add another bead on the rectangle with 1 dot. 5 plus 3 plus 1 is 9. And then to make 10, we go over to the tens column, place a bead on the 1, and take these two away. To count to 20, we just go back through the process: 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then for 20, we can take these away, put a second 10 there, and then because we're only allowed to have one bead on each rectangle at a time, I would go up to 2 10s and take this one away, and that's how we make 20. Now let's see how to do some simple arithmetic. We're going to do 21 plus 19, and if I do this correctly, I should find that the answer is 40. So to start, I'm going to make 21 on my Yupana. So I have 20, I'm going to add a 1, and there's 21. Now I'm just going to put down 19 on top of this. So for 19, I have one 10, and then a 9, and I make a 9 with a 5, a 3, and a 1 in the units column. But now, as you can see, I'm breaking one of my rules. I have 2 beads here in the units column on the rectangle with 1 dot. So I'm going to move this up to here, and now I have 2 in the units column. Now 3 plus 2 is 5, so I can use one bead here on the 5, but now I'm breaking that rule again. I have 2 beads on the 5. 2 5s make 10, so I can go over here, make one 10, take that bead away. Again, I'm breaking the rule. I have 2 beads here on the 110, so I can go to 20. And now I'm still breaking my rule that I have 2 beads there. So another way to make 2 times 2 is 4 10s is to have one bead on the 3 10s and one bead on the 110. So there, I have made 40, which I know is the right answer. So I've done this correctly, and I've done it by following the rules. Now, this might seem a little complicated, but the truth is this is even simpler than the way that a Yupana works when you completely understand it. We often think that because people lived a long time ago or didn't have advanced technology, that the things they did were simple or primitive. But in fact, the Incans did very sophisticated mathematics. And if you want to learn more about this, I'll show you some ways that you can. I hope you found this interesting. Thank you.